I give you the top 8 dumbest, most pointless scientific publications of all time. Citations below. Number 1, parachutes. According to this study from the US military, if you jump out of a high place, such as out of a plane, and your parachute does not deploy, this is bad. The probability of death is significantly increased. And when death occurs, it's usually due to blunt force trauma. Number 2, have you ever wondered whether it's harder to walk uphill or downhill? According to this study on 8 subjects walking on an adjustable treadmill, the VO2 max of people walking uphill was higher, indicating greater oxygen consumption. Their body temperature also heated up faster, suggesting it's much more difficult to walk uphill. Speaking of hills, there aren't many in the state of Kansas. In fact, they say the whole state is flatter than a pancake, but is it really? These distinguished researchers formally measured the topography of both a pancake and Kansas, and it turns out Kansas is actually significantly flatter. If you didn't get your NIH grant for cancer research, there's your competition. Number 4, steroids make you buff. Anabolic steroids have been used for over 100 years, and anecdotally people think they work, but is it just the placebo effect? Well, according to this randomized controlled trial published in the Journal of Medicine, after several other similar studies, no, they actually work. 43 men were randomized to testosterone injections or placebo, and those getting testosterone grew larger muscles and could lift heavier weights. Number 5, not eating causes weight loss. Now, weight loss is a billion-dollar industry, but don't fall for those dubious supplements or gimmicks. You can just stop eating. According to this meta-analysis of numerous studies on fasting for 5 to 20 days, people typically lose 2 to 10% of their body weight, though they usually gain it back a few months later. Number 6, in dating, humans prefer more attractive partners. There are numerous scientific studies that confirm this. For instance, this study on Tinder found that for men, attractiveness was linked to getting more likes. And in this study on speed dating, self-reported attractiveness was associated with getting more matches. Number 7, not sleeping makes you tired. These Chinese researchers kept people awake for 36 hours, and the subjects reported progressively more sleepiness over the study. Maybe those 30-hour shifts I worked as an intern weren't such a good idea. Number 8, suffering a large stroke causes depression. According to this study in Korea, people with a middle cerebral artery stroke, often associated with a high degree of new disability, is accompanied by high rates of depression. In fact, most people with such a stroke have depression and other mental health challenges. Please see the disclaimer below, and if you've seen any scientific studies with ridiculous headlines and top-line results, please share in the comments below.